You've been shaking protein powder before bed like it's doing something special. It's not. Everything on this list is cheaper, requires zero cooking, and does something at night that powder physically cannot. Because powder is just an extract of a food. These are the actual foods. The men who figured this out stopped buying tubs 6 months ago. They just look different now. Let's go. 70% of your daily growth hormone is released during deep sleep. Not during your workout. Not during your post-workout window. During sleep. Growth hormone drives muscle protein synthesis. It drives fat mobilization. It drives recovery. And it runs on one thing: available amino acids. If your blood amino acid levels drop during the night, which they will if you haven't eaten in 4 to 6 hours, your body has nothing to work with. The hormonal environment is there. The raw material isn't. That's the gap. That's what the before bed window is actually about. Not a magic protocol, not a supplement timing trick, just making sure your body has amino acids available during the hours when it's most primed to use them. The supplement industry figured this out and built an entire product category around it. Nighttime protein formulas, casein powders, sleep and recover blends. All of them are solving a problem that real food solved decades before the first tub was ever manufactured. Here's the list. Number 1. Kefir. 1 cup of plain kefir contains approximately 9 to 10 grams of protein. A 32-ounce bottle costs between $3 and $6 at most grocery stores, giving you 4 cups, roughly 36 to 40 grams of protein per bottle. That's a protein cost that makes most powders look like a financial crime. But protein count is not why kefir is on this list. Kefir is a fermented dairy drink, which means it contains live probiotic cultures, specifically strains of lactobacillus and bifidobacterium that survive digestion and reach the gut intact. Here's why that matters for a man who trains. Your gut microbiome directly influences how efficiently you absorb and utilize dietary protein. A compromised gut means you're eating protein and not fully using it. You're paying for amino acids that are passing through you. Kefir is the food that fixes the infrastructure that makes everything else on this list work better. It also contains casein and whey protein in their natural unprocessed form, the same proteins the supplement industry extracts, dries, flavors, and sells back to you at 10 times the cost. In kefir, they come with the probiotic cultures, the calcium, the B vitamins, and the tryptophan that supports serotonin production before sleep. You drink 1 cup before bed. That's it. No blender, no shaker, no cleanup. The supplement industry sells probiotic capsules separately. They sell casein powder separately. They sell sleep support blends separately. Kefir is all 3 in 1 bottle for $1 a cup. If that's not the most efficient purchase in your refrigerator right now, I don't know what to tell you. Number 2. Canned chickpeas. 1 15-ounce can of chickpeas costs approximately $1. Drained and rinsed, that can gives you roughly 1.5 cups of cooked chickpeas, approximately 21 grams of protein. Open the can. Drain it. Eat them. That's the entire preparation process. Chickpeas are not a complete protein on their own. They're low in methionine, the same limitation as most legumes. But here's what they do have that makes them specifically valuable before bed. They're one of the better plant sources of tryptophan, the amino acid that your body converts into serotonin and then into melatonin. Melatonin is what regulates your sleep cycle. Better sleep quality means more time in deep sleep. More time in deep sleep means more growth hormone release. More growth hormone means more muscle protein synthesis overnight. You're not just getting protein. You're getting a food that actively improves the quality of the sleep during which your body builds muscle. That's a different category of value than a protein shake that just sits in your stomach. Eat half a cup straight from the can with salt and olive oil. Add hot sauce if you want something that tastes like a decision. It takes 30 seconds and costs 50 cents. The men who are building the best physiques right now are not doing complicated things. They're doing cheap, consistent things that compound over time. Number 3. Hemp seeds. 3 tablespoons of hemp seeds contain approximately 10 grams of protein. A pound of hemp seeds costs approximately $8 to $12 at most grocery stores, which gives you roughly 45 tablespoons, enough for 2 weeks of nightly servings. Per serving cost, under 30 cents. Hemp seeds are one of the few plant foods that qualify as a complete protein. All 9 essential amino acids present, including leucine, which is the primary trigger for muscle protein synthesis. Leucine is the amino acid that essentially flips the switch. Without adequate leucine, the protein synthesis process doesn't initiate regardless of how much total protein you've consumed. Hemp seeds deliver it. They also contain arginine, an amino acid that your body uses to produce nitric oxide, which dilates blood vessels and improves circulation. Better circulation during sleep means better nutrient delivery to muscle tissue during the hours when your body is actively repairing it. And they carry omega-3 and omega-6 fatty acids in a ratio that research suggests is close to optimal for reducing exercise-induced inflammation. 3 tablespoons, straight from the bag, or sprinkled over your kefir from number 1, or mixed into the chickpeas from number 2. They have a mild, slightly nutty flavor that disappears into anything you put them in. There's no prep. There's no cooking. There's no excuse. The supplement industry sells hemp protein powder for $40 a bag. The active ingredient is hemp seeds. You can buy the seeds for $12 a pound and skip the processing, the flavoring, and the markup entirely. Number 4, canned oysters. A standard 3.75-ounce can of smoked oysters costs approximately $3 to $5 and contains roughly 13 to 14 grams of protein. That's a reasonable protein number. But again, protein count is not the reason this food is on the list. Canned oysters contain more zinc per serving than almost any other food on the planet. A single small can delivers zinc at levels that are difficult to match through any other dietary source at this price point. And zinc, as I've covered before on this channel, is directly involved in testosterone synthesis. The enzymatic conversion of cholesterol into testosterone in the Leydig cells requires zinc. When zinc is depleted, which happens in men who train hard because zinc is lost through sweat, testosterone production is impaired. Not slightly, meaningfully. Here's what makes oysters specifically valuable before bed. Zinc also plays a role in the production of melatonin. A study published in the Journal of the American Geriatric Society found that a combination of zinc, melatonin, and magnesium improved sleep quality in subjects with primary insomnia. Oysters are delivering the zinc component of that equation in a single can, along with protein, B12, and omega-3 fatty acids. You're eating a food that supports testosterone production, sleep quality, and muscle recovery simultaneously. For $3 to $5, with zero cooking required, open the can, eat them. If the taste is a problem, add hot sauce and stop being precious about it. The results don't care about your preferences. Here's what these 4 foods have in common that no protein powder can replicate. They're whole foods. They contain micronutrients, cofactors, and bioactive compounds that work together in ways that isolated protein extracts simply don't. A protein powder gives you protein. These foods give you protein, plus the nutritional infrastructure that makes protein useful. Your body doesn't build muscle from protein alone. It builds muscle from protein in the presence of adequate zinc, magnesium, vitamin D, omega-3 fatty acids, and a functional gut microbiome. Strip all of that out, isolate the protein, put it in a tub, and you've got a product that works, but works less efficiently than the whole food it came from. The supplement industry knows this. They just can't sell you a can of oysters with a $30 margin. So they sell you the extract and hope you never figure out the rest. The next 4 items on this list are the rest. Number 5, sunflower seeds. 1 ounce of dry roasted sunflower seed kernels contains approximately 5.5 to 6 grams of protein. A pound costs roughly $3 to $5, giving you 16 ounces, approximately 88 to 96 grams of protein per pound. Per serving cost, under 25 cents. The protein number is modest. The reason sunflower seeds are on this list is magnesium. 1 ounce of sunflower seeds provides approximately 37 milligrams of magnesium, roughly 9% of the recommended daily intake. That sounds small until you understand that most men who train are chronically deficient in magnesium, because magnesium is also lost through sweat, and the average Western diet is already low in it. Magnesium deficiency in athletes is associated with impaired muscle function, increased muscle cramps, and, critically, disrupted sleep architecture. Magnesium activates the parasympathetic nervous system. It regulates GABA receptors in the brain, GABA being the primary inhibitory neurotransmitter that quiets neural activity and allows deep sleep to occur. Low magnesium means poor GABA function. Poor GABA function means lighter, more fragmented sleep. Lighter sleep means less time in the deep sleep stages where growth hormone is released. Less growth hormone means less overnight muscle protein synthesis. You're not just eating a snack. You're eating a food that directly improves the quality of the sleep that determines how much muscle you build tonight. 1 ounce before bed. Straight from the bag. No prep, no cooking, no excuses. The supplement industry sells magnesium glycinate capsules for $25 a bottle. Sunflower seeds cost 25 cents an ounce. The magnesium is the same, the label is different. Number 6, Chia seeds. 2 tablespoons of chia seeds contain approximately 4 to 5 grams of protein. A pound costs approximately $5 to $8. Per serving cost, under 20 cents. I know what you're thinking. 4 grams of protein. That's not impressive. Why is this the hero item? Because chia seeds are not on this list for their protein count. They're on this list for what they do to protein absorption. And this is the mechanism I mentioned at the beginning of the video. Chia seeds absorb up to 10 to 12 times their weight in liquid. When you eat them before bed, they form a gel in your digestive tract. That gel slows gastric emptying, the rate at which food moves from your stomach into your small intestine. Slower gastric emptying means slower, more sustained absorption of everything you've eaten that evening. The protein from your kefir, your chickpeas, your hemp seeds, all of it gets absorbed more gradually over a longer window instead of spiking and dropping. This is exactly what casein protein powder is marketed to do. Casein is a slow-digesting protein. The selling point is sustained amino acid release overnight. Chia seeds create that same sustained release environment for whatever protein you've already eaten, without being a protein source themselves. They're a delivery system modifier. They make everything else work better. They also contain alpha-linolenic acid, a plant-based omega-3 fatty acid, and they're one of the better plant sources of calcium. 2 tablespoons mixed into your kefir, stirred into your chickpeas, or eaten straight with water and salt. They have almost no flavor. They disappear into anything. And they're doing something at the molecular level that the supplement industry charges a premium to replicate. The men who understand this are not buying nighttime protein formulas. They're eating 2 tablespoons of chia seeds for 20 cents and getting the same sustained amino acid release that a $40 casein tub promises. That's not a hack. That's just knowing how food works. Number 7. Peanut butter. 2 tablespoons of natural peanut butter contain approximately 7 to 8 grams of protein. A 16-ounce jar costs approximately $4 to $8, giving you roughly 16 servings. Per serving cost, under 50 cents. Peanut butter is not a high-protein food. I'm not going to tell you it is. 7 grams per serving is a supporting role, not a lead. But the reason it's on this list is the fat content, specifically what that fat does before bed. 2 tablespoons of peanut butter contain approximately 16 grams of fat, primarily monounsaturated and polyunsaturated fats. Fat slows digestion. Combined with the chia seeds from number 6, you now have 2 separate mechanisms working simultaneously to slow gastric emptying and extend the overnight amino acid release window. The protein from your other foods is being absorbed more gradually, over more hours, during the exact window when your body is most primed to use it. Peanut butter also contains niacin, vitamin B3, which is involved in the production of tryptophan-derived serotonin. More serotonin precursor availability before sleep means better serotonin conversion, which means better melatonin production, which means better sleep quality. The mechanism is indirect but real. 2 tablespoons, straight from the jar. No bread, no crackers, no prep. If you need a utensil, use a spoon. If you don't want to use a spoon, use your finger. Nobody is watching. The results don't care about your table manners. Number 8. Canned mussels. A standard 3-ounce can of mussels costs approximately $2 to $4 and contains approximately 18 to 20 grams of protein. That's a protein density that rivals chicken breast. In a can, with 0 cooking, for $2. Mussels are one of the most nutritionally complete foods available at this price point. They contain all 9 essential amino acids. They contain omega-3 fatty acids, EPA and DHA, at levels comparable to salmon. They contain vitamin B12 at levels that cover your entire daily requirement in a single can. They contain iron, selenium, and manganese, minerals that most men who train are not tracking and not replacing. Selenium is worth mentioning specifically. Selenium is a cofactor for glutathione peroxidase, one of the body's primary antioxidant enzymes. Intense training generates oxidative stress. Oxidative stress damages muscle tissue and impairs recovery. Glutathione peroxidase neutralizes the reactive oxygen species that cause that damage. Without adequate selenium, that antioxidant defense is compromised. 1 can of mussels covers your selenium for the day. Nobody talks about canned mussels because they sound like something you'd find at the back of a specialty store. They're at every grocery store. They cost $3. They have 20 grams of protein, omega-3s, B12, and selenium in a can you open with a pull tab. The men who are recovering fastest from their training are not doing it with expensive recovery supplements. They're doing it with foods like this that cover the micronutrient gaps that supplements don't even address. Open the can. Add olive oil and salt. Eat them over chickpeas. That's a complete pre-sleep meal for under $4, with 30 grams of protein and a micronutrient profile that would embarrass most supplement stacks. Here's what you do tonight. Open a can of mussels. Drain it. Add olive oil and salt. Eat it over half a cup of canned chickpeas straight from the can. Pour 1 cup of plain kefir. Stir in 2 tablespoons of chia seeds and 3 tablespoons of hemp seeds. Let it sit for 5 minutes while the chia absorbs. Eat it. Finish with 2 tablespoons of peanut butter straight from the jar. That's the protocol. No cooking, no blender, no prep beyond opening cans and measuring seeds. Total time, under 5 minutes. Total cost, under $5. Total protein, approximately 55 to 65 grams of sustained release, micronutrient-dense, whole food protein, entering your system as you go to sleep. Your protein powder gives you protein. This gives you protein plus zinc, magnesium, selenium, omega-3s, probiotics, B12, and 2 separate mechanisms slowing your digestion to extend amino acid availability through the night. Do this for 30 days. Then tell me the powder was worth it. Here's the truth. The supplement industry built an entire product category, nighttime protein, casein blends, sleep and recover formulas, around a problem that real food solves better, cheaper, and with more nutritional completeness than any processed powder ever will. They needed you to believe that the before-bed window required a specialized product. It doesn't. It requires food. Specifically, the right food. The food that delivers protein slowly, supports the hormonal environment that makes protein synthesis possible, and covers the micronutrient gaps that determine how well you actually recover. That food costs less than $5 a night. It's been sitting in your grocery store this entire time. The only thing standing between you and using it was the information. And now you have it. Subscribe if you want that video when it drops.